Thanks for joining us on 2K. Sports. NBA action is coming up. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. Looking at the last game for the Houston Rockets, it was a win against Sacramento. Guys, kind of a battle there. They pulled out a 4-point win, though.
And you know what? Up against a weak defense, they were allowed to do pretty much whatever they wanted.
What I like, though, besides that, is that they just didn't settle for it, because weak defenses, you could take bad shots. That's not what they did here tonight.
And the Kings not just rebuilding the roster, Brett, but also the franchise's reputation.
Well, agents and executives in the past year have been a little frustrated with the fickle leadership coming from the Sacramento Kings, and, you know, eventually those perceptions matter.
Sinks it, and the shot from Porzingis.
Oh, in between game for Porzingis. That one's on target.
And stolen by Sefolosha. Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal, and then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
Well, it fires up your teammates and the fans when you make plays like that out in the open court. And explosive.
And the call will be against Sabonis. That is his first foul of the game. Pass to Young. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
I think getting better as a passer and understanding more about how the NBA game works. That's De'Aaron Fox.
Now here's Westbrook. He's usually able to provide some lift to his team, averaging 6 points a game. They need this. Here's Sabonis. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
Sabonis, a confident scorer on that play right there. Once he's got the ball in his hands in that area, he's looking to shoot.
Here's Fox. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. And the Kings pushing it up now. Young with the steal. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Porzingis out there and hustling in transition to get the nice finish.
And it's Mirotic at the elbow. Good ball movement here by the Kings. They get it again. Back to Westbrook. To the paint. Here's Allen. And it's Allen slamming it down.
I like to see this from Westbrook. When he focuses on hitting his guys, it can make the entire team better.
And really one of the best assets of Sabonis is his mind for the game. Very aware on the offensive end, knows how to create chances, and just plays the game with his mind as much as his athleticism.
Here's Allen. And slam dunk by Allen.
How about Booker getting up?
Porzingis at the elbow. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. And for Sabonis, we all know his father was one of the best when it came to seeing the floor, Greg. As a big man, his passing game was terrific.
And skills like that go a long way in the NBA. Sabonis does all the little things that free up shots for himself and his teammates. Is starting to play with more aggression, and this is a guy that can be an all-star.
And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe. Yeah, and the crowd immediately letting the officials hear it after that whistle. That's a talented guy getting too easy a look. Might have been a miscommunication on that one.
Well, just the first quarter, everyone's still getting adjusted. That said, on defense, you have to bring help sooner.
and just keeping his teammates involved. This is the kind of leadership you like to see.
Well, you could trademark this brand of basketball, running through the progressions and working around for decent looks.
Here's Fox. Right side Robinson. Over Fareed. And Kenneth Fareed pulls it down. The Kings trailing. Here's Lynn. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Lynn.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Right side Porzingis. .129 left here in the first quarter. And that one, good. Dave Yeager in his third season with the Kings. Before that, 9 seasons, Brent, in Memphis, with 3 of those being the Grizzlies head coach.
An interesting end to his time in Memphis as things just kind of went awry between him and management. But the personnel decisions is what it came down to. And he has a fresh start in Sacramento with a very young, very energetic team that needs some direction. Maybe Dave Yeager, the guy to get the job done.
Houston leading by 3. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
The closer that Fox gets inside, the more effective he could say. I guess you could say he's good in the Fox hole.
Cephalosha with the steal. And there's a whistle. That goes on Jeremy Lin. That is his first foul of the game. And so Young will bring it up for the Houston Rockets.
And the swat by Fareed was vicious, stalking his prey.
Young inside. Off target on the alley-oop layup.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
The wide open look here for Fox. That shot off.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Here's Lynn. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. A big-time effort for Porzingis, providing a lot of energy for the Houston. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Rockets, guys.
Getting high percentage looks, wearing down that defense on the inside.
Such a great way to get yourself into an offensive groove and build up some early confidence.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game. There's so many great point guards in the league right now, Brent. Which of them do you think does the best job of running the pick and roll?
I think Chris Paul still heads up the top of my list for pick and roll operators. He's so devastating and has been for his entire career in the mid-range, just settling in at the free throw line and popping shots that seem effortless, and he's able to knock it down. Steph Curry is still at the point guard position, does so many unique things, Kevin, playing without the basketball and setting screens away from the ball to open up teammates, which eventually gives him opportunities to shoot threes. So divergently different, those two, but 2 of my favorites to watch.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Houston leading by 4. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, the Kings signed some quality vets last season, but when the losses piled up, they decided to go young. Now, the focus is on development. The veterans still have a role, providing steadying presence on the court and in the locker room. Devin?
David, it certainly is a balancing act. Thanks for that report. Westbrook, no good.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
And Laverne throws it down.
And right now, the game plan seems to be working.
It looks like this team has finally gotten into the club and found its rhythm, trying their best to pull away.
Here's Westbrook. Collects the two-pointer near the hoop.
Well, Westbrook just overwhelming the defense right there, like a semi-truck coming at you.
That's tipped. Pass to Allen. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, entering the league, Devin Booker really had some troubles on the defensive end. So as much as we talk about offensively, him trying to get better, on the defensive end, he needs to learn how to be in better positions.
And with Booker's defense, Brent, still being a work in progress, the advantage is he is still very young.
Well, the coaches have really simplified the game plan on the defensive end. So you do things like jumping ahead of the screen or pushing down the screen and start to corral guys into areas. That's helping Devin Booker establish some more confidence on the defensive end.
Here's Westbrook. The Rockets making the shot. Over in the corner, Allen. No good on the three. Houston leading by 6. Kings moving the ball around. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
And how about Sabonis getting up there and rising up to slam down?
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
The Rockets shooting their first free throws of this.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And Russell Westbrook, he is a standard bearer for the Jordan brand with his own signature shoe, Greg. Few players have ever been as competitive as Michael Jordan, but you think Westbrook may be in that conversation.
No doubt about it. The similarities don't end there. The surreal athleticism, the will to dominate, and that fight, finding grudges to motivate them to their highest level. I think there's a kinship in how MJ and Russ approach the game.
Here's Henson. And slam dunk by Henson.
Good hustle by Henson. Once he gets those long strides going, really he's tough to keep up with.
Monroe's shot is good.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Morris. After the made shot from Greg Monroe. Morris, left side. And Laverne throws it down.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And there's a whistle that goes against Greg Monroe. That's his first foul. Did you ever think, Brent, that we'd see this many players, 6'10", 6'11", 7-footers, handling the ball and shooting like we're seeing them shoot from that kind of distance?
I'm hopeful for it. I've been hopeful for it, and it doesn't surprise me about what the league is. This is a very select group of people that have the right combination of DNA and genetics, and the fact that these guys are more and more capable with their skill set, not a surprise to me, Kevin.
So fun to watch, too. My goodness.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. For the Rockets. .127 left in the first half. Anunoby, good. Anunoby's got 4 points in the quarter.
That's how you set up your teammates. Done with a little bit of flair.
Shots good from Young.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Monroe. Porzingis with the block.
Well, you can see Porzingis taking some pride right now on the defensive end of the floor, taking care of the shooter with his long wingspan that time.
And for his whole career, Thaddeus Young has been a player not afraid, Greg, of attacking defenders head on.
Young has such a great first burst of speed. He really is a handful to deal with. Gets a lot of transition buckets that way, and in the half court can set up teammates by creating space. In the latter part of his career, I think he's taken on more of a vocal leadership role as well.
Here's Arcidiacono. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
You can't afford to be that careless. They need him out there on the floor, so he has to avoid fouling again in this period.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And they have really leaned on his free throw shooting at times this season. He's been there for them, too, with 88% from the line.
Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. 6 points for Mohamed Bamba.
The activity from Bamba when he's playing with a high motor, watch out. And had the right idea there in calling for the screen, but he was just slow to get to the spot and didn't get set.
A lot of this is just poor effort right now. He knows what the timing of the play should be. It's a little lazy about what it could be.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Kings shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74. And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line. Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
He's just so aggressive on that move. You have to come over fast and hard to stop him.
And he banks in the layup. Fox has got 6 in the quarter.
Pretty much all you can do on defense there. De'Aaron Fox, great poise in the painted area.
And so it's Houston, holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. And we'll be right back after this. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Here's Robinson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And sort of known for that crazy length, Bamba's also extremely bright. Got offers from Ivy League schools, including Harvard. And with Mohamed Bamba, one of the first things you notice is that 7'9" wingspan. I mean, yeah, he's got to add more muscle on that frame, but he can use that reach already to make an impact at both ends. And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Now here's Westbrook. Inside. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand, and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Off target from outside. And with Bamba, in addition to his crazy length, you also get a player who's extremely smart.
How about getting scholarship offers from Ivy League schools, including Harvard? You can see him thinking on the court. He's deliberate in the things that he does. Bright, bright future ahead for him.
Here's Westbrook. Following the score by Mohamed Bamba. Shots good by Hernan Gomez.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Wasted no time on that one. Young's got 8 points.
More and more improved floor awareness for De'Aaron Fox.
In the corner, it's Sabonis. But he recovers it. From outside the arc. No good from Hernan Gomez.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Sabonis. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. He's got 8.
Sabonis really focuses on trying to take good shots, and a good job of squaring up that time.
Timeout called the Rockets. The G League is testing out more ways to speed up the game. Shorter overtime periods, a 14-second shot clock after an offensive rebound. You think those are necessary things?
I think they're worth trying out, Kevin. I don't know necessarily that they're necessary. Is that redundant?
No,
it might have been.
It makes sense when you say it.
But the league always exploring ways to improve the game, and I commend Adam Silver and the competition committee for trying. Poor decision making there. No idea what he's going for with that kind of pass in that situation.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And had the right idea there in calling for the screen, but he was just slow to get to the spot and didn't get set.
A lot of this is just poor effort right now. He knows what the timing of the play should be. Gets a little lazy about what it could be.
Now here's Laverne, and that one hits back iron.
The defense not so good, and when you're deep inside like that, you got to come through.
They grab their own miss. Back to Sabonis. Kicks it out to Allen. Right side Westbrook. Laverne with the steal. And it's the Rockets on the break. Morris with the ball. And John Henson with the slam.
You don't want John Henson getting in that close. Feels like he could just reach up while he's on the ground and still get that done.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. For Sacramento, they have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts. He hits both from the stripe.
Sabonis has a tremendous skill set for a 7-footer. You remember his dad, Hall of Famer Arvydas Sabonis, very creative in his own right.
Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. Pass to Sabonis. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Sabonis has got 9 points in the quarter.
Well, that's a bonus right there to have DeMontis step out and shoot the 3 and stretch out the defense.
Back to Morris. And so Houston again turning it over. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, it is the era of positionless basketball, but how exactly did we get here? Well, new defensive rules at the turn of the century encouraged face-up scoring, motion-based offense, and guard play over isolation and post-ups. As a result, offensive roles have become more interchangeable.
It has become a positionless game now. David, thank you very much.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
For Houston, they have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6. The Kings trail by 12. Pass to Olynyk. Doubled by Henson. Good ball movement here by the Kings. And Craig Monroe with the slam.
And really, Lynn has a terrific feel for this offense. Just seems to know whenever one of his guys is open.
And so Lynn will bring it up for Sacramento. .105 left in the third quarter. Got a piece of it.
Really just amazing defense from Laverne. He really times his blocks well. It's just been an off night for him. That doesn't happen all that often, but the thing that you do at this point is not to push it, not to rush it. Let it come back to you.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Now a timeout called by Houston. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And it's the Rockets with the ball after the Kings pick up 2. Kept alive. The Kings trail by 10.
And 2 for 1. That's what they'd like to get right now.
Working the clock is one element, but you also want to get as good a shot as you can.
Morris, no good. Nobody near Allen. The basket good off the assist from Lynn. Allen's got it back down to within single digits for the Kings.
And really, this is where you want to just let the clock wind down.
Yep, unless you get a great look that's impossible to pass up, use the time wisely.
Here's Lynn. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Lynn's got 8 points. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the 4th quarter. Rockets lead by 6. And 4th quarter basketball will be coming. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Morris with the ball. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That free throw missing.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. The Kings trail by 7. Lynn with it. Guarded now by Morris. Lynn's shot is off. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Lob pass to Porzingis. And no good that time.
A highlight reel play all the way. Just can't connect.
Man, what a missed opportunity there. Really just came down to some poor timing.
Outside, Lynn. Shot clock at 5. Monroe's shot is good.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Here's Porzingis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That went on Olynyk. And we talk so much about the offense Porzingis gives you, Brent. How about the defensive side of his game?
Well, I think he's learning a little bit more about position and space. He moves his feet decently well for his size, but he's getting a better understanding of the guys in this league that he's seeing on a nightly basis. And, of course, we'll always talk about trying to gain more and more strength.
Here's Dotson. Drops in the tray off the fast break. And the Rockets lead by 10.
And there's typically going to be some space when you're out in transition and you do just kind of venture out to that three-point line.
Houston with a big group substitution here. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the 4th quarter.
This is a huge bonus to have Sabonis drill a couple shots and add some offense to the attack.
Pass to Porzingis. Back to Fox. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
De'Aaron Fox, another hyper-athletic point guard out of Kentucky. Great size at 6'4". He can impact the game at both ends.
And De'Aaron Fox made his mark at Kentucky with his terrific on-ball defense. He puts a lot of pressure on you.
I mean, he picks up 94 feet, and that's really how you set the bar for your team, with how hard you compete at the defensive end.
It's not so much just the made shots, it's the consistency of the made shots that's got his team the lead.
And Westbrook, here we go. A shot by Sabonis, nobody around. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Sabonis has got 20.
Just like to see the defense get more aggressive. They are asking for trouble as they're giving up open looks to this point.
And how about the 9'6" standing reach Bamba has? I mean, it's unguardable this close. Dunks it with such ease.
Rockets leading by 8. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Westbrook. Here's Hernangomez. Finished off the break.
Now that could be a major moment in this game. Just when we thought this contest might be over, a steal, a fast break, and it's hold everything time.
And some nice passing there by Houston. And stolen by Mirotic. Here's Allen. The Rockets pull it in. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. And there's a whistle. That goes on Hernangomez. That's foul number 2 for him.
And being over the limit this early really can affect your aggressiveness defensively. They have got to play under control.
Free throw good, Fox.
Well, the quickness of De'Aaron Fox really is incredible. I got a chance to see John Wall early in his career, and it was the speed that we talked about, but speed can kill. And if De'Aaron Fox can control it, he'll be fantastic at creating opportunities for himself and his teammates.
Sabonis releases from the wing and drills it. Sabonis has got 18 points just in the second half.
And defensively, neither side able to get many stops.
Well, it's one of those nights where if a team down the stretch can get 1 or 2 stops, they may win it.
And the foul called on Porzingis. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Now Westbrook. Pass to Mirotic.
Outstanding reach from Porzingis. He's affecting the shots now with the length.
And slam dunk by Sabonis.
Oof, this guy is a beast on the board.
And when he gets those second chance points, he does not waste one of them.
Well, you love the NBA, but some of these guys have the DNA. He also outworks everybody. Filthy combination.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. Here's Westbrook. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
More power of Westbrook shown there. Not many guys can finish through contact like that.
That one goes in. 17 points for De'Aaron Fox. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Allen outside. And here's Westbrook. Kicks it out to Allen. Misses the 3.
And a really smart defender there. He just reads the play, wastes no time trying to blow it up.
And what I like best is that he does it completely under control. Really gives the shooter nowhere to turn to.
Outside Mirotic. Connects from 3-point range.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Yeah, and then the fear sets in that you're going to create driving lanes that could lead to easy buckets. This is not an easy fix.
Down low. Money!
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
Well, that's a play that only works by practicing over and over and having a great rhythm with your teammate. You could see the timing there.
In the corner, it's Sabonis. Money! And now they trail by just 4.
Like to see Sabonis shoot that ball just like that. A gorgeous stroke from the lefty.
Porzingis with the ball. Now guarded by Mirotic.
Time working against them here.
Got to grab a quick score and a foul, and even then it might be too late.
Porzingis with the block. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that puts them up by 5. There's 21 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And Westbrook, here we go. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession.
Just active defensively here, being extremely disruptive.
Like the aggressiveness and a great effort just to get a hand on it.
Pass to Sabonis.
And he just takes pleasure in shutting his man down. I love seeing Bamba work this hard on that end of the floor.
And the first of two, no good. Heartbreaker. And the second of two is good. That increases their lead to 6. 5 seconds left to play in the final quarter. From deep three-point range. So we see the Rockets get the win here. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.